Now we go to crew based sampling. Okay. So if we take crew based sampling, okay, so we are taking a block work, and you can see here there are 2 masons and 2 helpers, and what they are doing is basic block work. Okay. And again it is work sampling where you are looking at what the masons are doing, you are categorizing what the masons are doing, you are categorizing what the helpers, and as we discussed, the helpers will always be doing either NVA or NVAN. The masons will be in all 3 categories. Okay. And if we now use the same approach, okay, now you will see that value added is much more detailed. You are placing mortar between blocks, placing blocks, spreading mortar between blocks. It is very masonry oriented work only. The other case you had form work, rebar, curing, this, that, everything. Here it is very direct stuff, everything related, so much more specific. Okay. And you also have a no contact category is if somebody is gone away and you do not know what they are doing. This is what we add for when you do crew based sample, you have a no contact category also, because you roughly know who the crew are. Again this varies, just be aware you can have a no contact category also. Okay. And form is nearly the same, okay, except that you are now identifying people if it is a specific crew. If you are going to go to what we call a modified crew approach, where you are looking at multiple locations, same type of work, you then almost can go to a tour based approach form, but with very much more detailed categories. So let me say you are looking at masonry like this, block masonry across multiple floors. I might not say mason 1, mason 2, I might say mason, helper, and then I do not what is the mason doing, what is the helper doing, I might put location, I can modify, it depends on the variations can be there, that is what I am kind of suggesting. Okay. Now when we look at this, this is the distribution we get so you can see that as far as the masonry crew are concerned, they are doing this is the level of non value added, okay, and a reasonable amount of value added. Okay. What do you think is the maximum amount you could get value added? How much would you, what would be a target?
60 to 65.
Yeah, 60 to 65, if you get 65 to 70, it is very good, you can't get more than that. Okay. So there is room for improvement. Okay. So there is room for improvement. So if you look at particularly from the mason's point of view, there is this is the advantage, there is room for improvement. But when you bring in the helpers into the picture, okay, so now you have to choose, do I want the helpers to come in? You will see that a lot of that helper time is non value added. Okay. Now I mean you can look at this from a totally financial perspective, how much does the helper get paid, how much does the mason get paid. If the helper mason combination is helping the mason to be more productive, okay. Okay. So this is just throwing up data for you for analysis. If I looked at the crew level, ultimately I am getting 40% of non value added and only 34% because this has been brought down by the helpers. Okay. It gives you a picture of what is there. I am not saying that we should immediately take action, this gives you a picture of what is there, and actually how much of, in a way I would put this, how much of waste there is on our sites because of more and more requiring helpers for everything. Yeah.
So in case of mission 2, there is some non-value added but necessary. So it should be combined with the value added. So it would be more now.
No, I did not understand. Can you explain?
In case of mission 2, the value added is 55% and non-value added but necessary
is 24%.
Yes sir.
Yeah.
So it will be combined in some percent or so.
No, let me put it, let us go back. So for example, if he is removing mortar or transporting, moving, shifting tools or something, here is what the mason is doing, which is non value added but necessary, correct?
Yes sir.
So why would you combine it? Because he is not contributing directly to the
but it is contributing in some part now.
No, that is why we are calling it non-value added but necessary. We are having a separate category for it.
Yes, sir.
No, so what okay, I'll expand on what I think you are saying. So I can actually look at something called effectiveness is equal to non value added plus 1/3 NVA. There is a formula like this, okay, which says, look, I agree there should be value non value added but necessary, but it is I am giving it less weightage. Okay. So in a company which wants to take this and do more formalization on this can say, okay, my skilled worker versus unskilled worker, I am giving this, what do you say, 3/4 weightage, I am giving this 1/4 weightage based on salary or this or that, and I am combining this to a labor so this is called a labor utilization factor, I can bring about a labor utilization factor and use that as a benchmark. That is possible, okay. And if you feel that, look, this crew is required for your conditions to work in, fine, but then benchmark based on the labor utilization factor, okay. These like I said, variations are possible. This is only a core one way of looking at it. The variations can be adapted, so that is why work sampling is also adaptable to whatever makes it work for you. Okay, so let us move on. So again, when you look at the comparison here, very similar comparison, you will find that one minute, this is random time. Okay, you will find that whether it is random, periodic or continuous. So the one difference in work in crew based work sample is I can do continuous work sampling. What does continuous mean? I will not call it continuous work sampling, I can do continuous observations. What does continuous mean?
From 5 seconds to 10 seconds, this worker is doing a value.
Yeah, I will take only time, okay, I will not take samples. Each time a person changes doing something, I will note down, and my total, I might have observed the crew for say x minutes, for x1 minutes they were doing that, so x1 divided by x will be value added, it will not be sample based. What is the percentage of accuracy on that? 100, it should be 100 if my observation is correct. So you can use that as a benchmark, okay, to see whether my random sampling has become okay or not. Okay, so this is I would also, so as a part of the class, I think you would have done the continuous observation also in your part. So that is what we would do. So you will see that if you are able to, now again we go back, why would I not recommend continuous sampling for everything? Takes too much of time. And if your random sample can give you within 5 to say 6% of the same result, I would rather spend less time and get the random sample out. Okay, so when you look at this, so this is what this slide says, that we might as well do random sampling. If we do it properly, you are going to be able to get very close to the result.